Hello everyone, this is Karst, and welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. So, I'm currently exploring, shall we say, in the middle of the night here in Kuttenberg, and I was actually following up with regards to the Thieves' Code. So, I did look it up a little bit, unfortunately. Not that I really wanted to, but I followed the instructions, and there was no indication, as far as I can tell, anywhere that the location I actually need to go to was in the shop, but apparently it's in the basement. The clue was not very clear about that. The clue, let me pull it up again, as far as I can tell, tells me, oh, follow the fountain shadow at the midday bell, and then watch where the shadow goes. I was right in it pointing in this direction, but again, Chenyek had nothing to tell me. He just said, oh, it's the fountain. And I'm like, yeah, no, obviously, right? But yeah, I guess I just didn't explore this place thoroughly enough. But now that it's in the middle of the night, I kind of figured now would be the best time to explore this place, because obviously the shopkeep is no longer up and about, and neither is his bodyguard. I say this, and then I have the bodyguard in here. But that's okay, as long as he stays down. Yeah, as long as he stays asleep. There's the trader. I thought he would have slept upstairs, but apparently not. So as long as they stay unconscious, I think I'm good. Now, I don't know specifically what I'm looking for, so I might just have to dig around. Well, since I'm in here anyway. Maybe it's going to be in this chest. I guess some lockpicking may be involved. Night stuff. Oh, wait, this is his inventory. Oh, wow. Well, some potions are always nice. Yeah, I'll take those. And the armorer's kit. I'll take all the kits. Why not? Thank you for your donation, sir. I wonder if he has anything on him worth taking as well, actually. Door and chest keys will be very helpful. Keys to the shop, even better. What about this chest? What about this chest right here? I would like to unlock and open, thank you. That's worth money. So these are more of his inventory than I guess. Yep, that's all his gold that he had. Interesting. And you probably have your armor and stuff too, right? No, he doesn't. Alright. But yes, this is not the room I was looking for. Clearly. So it would be back here and then further down, perhaps? This is not even locked. Okay. That's fine. Think there'll be anyone down here?
Nobody's opened this door in ages.
Oh, it's probably going to be in there then. That was the clue I was looking for. Clearly, okay. In that case, I'll just break in and then make my way out back through the front doors. That seems easy enough. Let me through. Hello.
It's pretty musty.
Okay, well there you go. Yeah, there was nothing in the clue that told me, oh, when you're in the shop, make sure you go into the basement and look around down there, So, open sesame. Ooh, parchment with drawings. That'll work. Thank you. But where does this exit to? It doesn't. It just doesn't exit. Okay, sure. So now I can return to Chenyek, and I will not be giving this to Knuckles. Let's get the heck out of here before we get caught. Am I lost? Oh, okay, I was slightly lost. I'm surprised that door doesn't actually function. I would have thought that door would have led into the catacombs or something. But clearly not the case. Can I just exit through here? Yes, I can. I'm in a back alley, but it's still a way out. Okay. So now, hopefully, I'm allowed to fast travel back. Oh, wait. What's this? Search the hideout and find the thief symbols. Wait, did I not? I have to talk to Hog about the parchment's contents. There has to be some information. I should search it thoroughly. I thought I did. Did I not? Huh. Okay. I'm gonna go back down here. I somehow missed the symbols. My bad. I assume they're gonna be, like, scratched into the walls or something. I guess I didn't actually read the document, huh? Yep, there you go. Keeping gold at home is surely not the wisest. A thief may find it, even if you locked it in a nice chest. Get out of here, you foolish fellow. Hereabouts, no loot will you find. Have you no fear of the gallows? Hear my warning if you've got a mind. With loot in your pockets, you can't go to the market. Best find a buyer who's willing to take it. It's the customary for rooms and houses to be joined by a corridor. In the cellars underground, a tunnel leads from boat to... wait, am I reading that? From loot to loot? Door to door? That probably seems like just the underground, right? When you want to sleep and there's no bed, no place to your head to lay, go behind the house and there you can sleep upon the hay. Well, that might be helpful to me, actually. Okay. Well, that was the problem. I just didn't actually open the letter in my inventory. Okay. That's fine. We'll just retrace our steps yet again. I'm this close to being lost again, of course. There we go. Hopefully they've not woken up yet. I doubt they have. It hasn't been... oh, great. Heavy, heavy rains. That's always good. But yes, let us jump back over to the hole in the wall and hopefully sleep for a little bit, because I'm about to fall asleep. I can't fast travel from this location. Is it because I'm in the backyard? It's probably because I'm in the backyard. It is, in fact, because I'm in the backyard. Okay, well... that's not stellar. Can I still make it out of here? Oh, wait, this opens. Okay, I can probably fast travel from here, because I'm no longer on private property. Right? Yes, perfect. But it's already 7 AM again. I have no energy. So basically... by the time I walk up to them, I'm going to pass out. I guess I'm going to have to buy a bed and then sleep for a few hours. Take a power nap, more or less. That's the only thing I can really do, so... Chenyek, are you... oh, what the heck? Dog, how did you just burst me up, like, boost me up into the wall? Into the ceiling. Chenyek, are you awake at the moment? I could really, really use your help. Ah, perfect. Good morning. I'll switch over to my nice-looking gear.
Lord be with you.
Yes, and with you. Did you know that Knuckles wants the symbols?
I talked to Knuckles about the symbols.
I forgot to talk to Hog.
Let me guess. He wants to use them to get rich.
Yes.
Yes, actually.
That's Knuckles for you. But I think he'll eventually understand it's better to think of the bigger picture than just himself. Nevertheless, until you find something out about the symbols, come and see me directly.
So I basically have to go and find Hog. Oh, I've deciphered them.
I've deciphered the meaning.
I forgot to
of the
talk to
symbols.
Hog anyway.
Fantastic.
Oh well.
How do you manage that?
Well, it was pretty confusing. But in the end, I managed to find the old thieves' hideout.
And what about Hog?
He killed
He
Henyek.
killed Hinek. He didn't mean to, but he did.
That moron. Sometimes he snaps, and then people think we're all like that. And that the guild is just a bunch of thugs and ne'er-do-wells.
Thankfully, Hinek had a parchment on him that led me to the symbols.
Let me see. I'll copy them. These will come in handy.
Hopefully
Imagine
so.
the look on Sigismund's face when his rich friends in the city start running out of silver.
Here they
There
are.
they are. I'm glad I could help.
Tunnel markings. Great! And I saw this
Oh, tunnel
symbol
markings
for
from
riches on the
underground.
house
Yeah,
right
yeah,
next
yeah.
door.
Makes sense.
You can go and check it out if you want.
I don't really
Have any more
care.
work for me?
Not just now, but something's coming. I'll send for you when the time's right.
Alright, sounds good. So he doesn't actually have anything to say to me right now, but he still has the quest marker above his head. So he will be relevant at some point, I am sure. I am still told to let Knuckles copy the symbols, but I do not intend to do that. Why is this still a thing? I can also tell Knuckles a secret. I will not be doing that. Actually, the problem right now is I don't know where Hog is, but I do know he hangs out here. He does come to the pub, so I guess maybe I'll be able to follow up with him whenever he arrives. I guess I'll just wait until the pub opens proper, and then I'll rent a bed. And then I will also try and find Hog. Let's see. That's just a random beggar. Has anyone seen the innkeeper? Or is this too early? This might be too early for the innkeep. Okay. How about close to 9 AM? Please tell me you work regular office hours at minimum. Well, there are more people here, so that's a plus. Sternad and various randos. Innkeeper? Zavish, Goliath. All of them are just eating breakfast.
That's the way.
Ah, Mole. What's new?
What's new in the city?
Nothing much.
Okay, that's fine. Give me
Can I
room
get
and board.
something
But of
Yeah, just the
Just
night.
a-
Yeah. Whatever. Pay for the night.
Alright, here's your...
agree. Your bet.
Yep. Alright, bye.
See you soon, my friend.
Rat. How have you been, Rat?
Greetings, sir. What would you like?
Salutations. I don't wish to learn from you. Beggar, ruffian. Okay. Well, I'm sure what's his name will pop up sooner or later. I can sleep in this room. Wonderful. I will definitely be doing that. I would like Henry not to pass out midway through the adventure today. Let's just do this. It's a decent middle ground. Yes, I know I'm sleeping from 9 AM till 3 PM like a degenerate, but here we are, you know? And at least at this time, I'm sure Hogg will be around. Wait until the council convenes, return to Betty. Okay, I could also do that. I'll be happy to do that, in fact. Drunkard, beggar... Hog? Want to buy a hog?
It happens. Just
Yes,
watch
it does.
where you're going next time.
Yeah, sure. There's Knuckles, who I don't like. I guess I can tell him no. That is a thing.
Lord be with you.
Yes, I'm with you. We can't figure it
We'll
out.
never be able to decipher the symbols. If there was a key to them, it's long lost.
Dobrodela. What a shame.
Right?
But thanks for trying.
You're welcome.
Farewell.
Alright, well that's that. That's complete. I received Hinek's letter again. Why? Has anybody seen Hogg? There he is, but he doesn't want to talk to me anymore. Okay, well, it is what it is. No big deal. It doesn't look like he was arrested for murdering the other guy, so it's fine. Where exactly is the Kingfisher? Okay, I guess I can loop around and then, launder my clothes before actually swinging by. That works for me. I'd say this. Actually, you know what? I should just go to the Kingfisher directly, and then they can launder my clothes. After I hear, hopefully, the good news that they've been appointed the municipal bathhouse. I've done everything I could, right, to make sure that they get the appointment. So, let's see how it went. I also am going to put on my armor just in case the guy we don't like, Adam, decides to send, like, mercenaries or thugs or something our way. Alright, how have you been, Betty? Has the city council voted yet?
What about the council? Have they already voted on the municipal bathhouse?
Henry, we did it!
Yes!
I can hardly believe it, but they voted for me!
Good.
Really? They voted then?
Yes! We are the municipal bathhouse!
Congratulations, my
That's
friend.
excellent.
I can hardly believe it! We won! And Adam's left scratching his head. I'm so happy, and it's thanks to you. I'm so grateful.
Won't you have problems with Adam?
Aren't you afraid Adam will find out what happened?
Let him find out. I've got the certificate, and nothing can change that. He's been bribing the council for years now. So why should it matter if I swing the balance in my favor for once? Balls
Fair enough.
to that.
Huh. What now?
It's all over. What now?
Now I'll tell the girls to do whatever anyone asks for. Everyone will get what they want here. You won't find girls who are more eager to please. And who have the prettiest arses to slap. Now
As long
with
as
the
they're
bathhouse, I want this place to
consensual.
be special.
That sounds wonderful.
Yeah, I'm like, as long as they're willing to be here, right? And they're not being forced to work this job. What about my reward?
Now that we've got the result, how about some kind of reward for me?
Of course. My door is always open for you.
That's not a reward.
Come for a bath. Get
Not a
your
reward.
clothes washed. Have some fun.
Still not a reward.
Everything's on
Okay,
the
free.
house.
There you go.
And if you want to learn something about herbs, go and see Zlata. She'll be glad to help.
Zlata, you wrote
much.
Ma.
I'll take you up on that.
It was written as Ma in the subtitles. That was odd. Okay, I'll be on my way.
Thanks very much, Henry. That's twice you saved my business.
You are correct.
Drop in when you're in this part of town. You'll always be welcome here.
Thank you. I'll drop in.
Greetings, Betty.
Oh, well, there
And
he
to
is.
You, Councillor Naz.
Oh,
brings
that's the
you
counselor.
I was in the neighborhood, so it occurred to me to take a look at our new municipal bathhouse.
I see. Yes. Thank you very much for putting your trust in me.
You know, The vote could be considered a miracle. Nobody expected you to win, but you did.
Is that a
I
problem?
hope you don't let us down, Betty. The privilege can always be revoked. Don't forget that.
I'm certain you'll be satisfied, Councillor Naz. You and the other councillors are always welcome here.
Yes, yes. We'll definitely see each other very soon.
Oh, I'm sure.
Till then, farewell.
Farewell.
What
Okay.
was that all about?
Not
That
ideal.
was the councillor coming to ask for coin.
He wants a bribe.
Adam most likely paid him on top of all the other services. And I think he'll want the same here. Better to
Okay.
have something
Is there
than
any
nothing,
way I can
though,
help you
right?
with that,
Thanks
or-
for your help, Henry.
I'm glad it worked out. Take care.
I wonder if there's going to be more to this quest line. Very interesting. Alright, well, first, I don't want to rob her. I want to use her services. You want to offer services? Betty? Betty, thank you.
How can I help you?
I need bathhouse
Body is
services.
in need of rest and relaxation.
And what are you interested in, sir?
Just the clothes and wash my
I
wounds.
need my wounds treated and my clothes washed. And then I'll have a hot bath.
That sounds nice to
Don't worry,
me.
friend. I'll happily grant you the rest you deserve.
Thank you. You are enjoying the bathhouse services. I am sure I am. I don't like that it's already dark again. That's a little annoying.
There, all better. I hope that's all your aches and pains taken care of.
Thanks,
And take
Lata.
better care of yourself out there, friend.
I'll do my best.
I
Alright.
apologize.
That's okay. Well, it's getting dark again, which is a little problematic. Okay, so now that I'm looking at the map, the only thing I have left to do, as far as I'm aware, would be either pick up all the fighting quests, like the fist fighting, challenges over at the Hole in the Wall, get into the local tournament again, or find out about this random quest that's out in the middle of nowhere. So, the obvious task set before me then is to go to the random quest. I can buy a bed for the night, which would be nice, and then in the morning I can deal with whatever the local problem seems to be. I am in fact putting off the main quest to the absolute last moment ever, so please don't fault me for that one. But yes, I should be able to make it right over to the inn with no trouble. And I guess we'll see everyone in the morning. What's the problem? Why did someone...
Have we here?
Oh, you again.
I have something for you.
Right.
Greetings.
You're gonna watch me
Don't
embarrass
be
myself
shy,
again?
Seeing as how we know each other now.
What do you have for me this time?
How about I tease you with another riddle? What do you say?
Sure, I'm just gonna answer incorrectly once again. Is it safe on the roads?
Is it safe on the roads?
If you know how to handle yourself.
Do you?
I travel alone. I certainly look nothing like a noble. I don't have so much as a donkey, and I'm not much of a swordsman either. But I'm not dead yet. I mean, who'd rob and kill a wastrel like me?
Right. I mean, I'm sure anyone you upset with your riddles would be happy to do it.
Now I'm more interested in you. What did you do before you started your wayfaring?
I've been a wayfarer my whole life. I haven't always been on my own, though.
You had a companion.
You bet I did. He was my best mate.
What became of him?
Wolves got him.
Oh,
Tore him
unfortunate.
apart. Poor fella. I tried to save him. Even took him to a Sawbones. But now he's
Oh,
up
you're
there
probably
chasing
talking about a
Celeste
dog,
around.
aren't you?
Chasing rabbits?
Yeah, dog.
What kind of friend was this?
A dog. Wag, I called him. I got him as a pup. He was the runt of the litter. They'd have drowned him if I hadn't taken him. I taught him to beg, roll over, snatch men's hats, and shake paws with the girls. We were welcomed wherever we went. A couple of tricks would earn us something to eat and drink. Sometimes they'd let us
It's kind
bed
of
down
crazy
in the
how
barn.
happy he sounds talking
With
about
him
this.
gone, all I'm left with are my riddles.
Like, shouldn't he sound a little sadder than this?
Drinking young.
But hey, I'm not one to judge. Well, tell me your riddle.
The riddle sounds good. Go ahead.
Great! But before I do, you lost last time.
Yes, I did.
Today might just be
I
your
feel like I'm gonna
lucky
lose
day.
every time, actually.
Let's put money on it, and you can recoup your loss.
Seems
What
legit.
do you say? Deal?
Sure, deal.
Maybe Lady Luck will shine on me. I accept.
All right, now pay attention.
Okay, I'll try.
Jaromir the coachman hailed from Rabosh. One morning, he set off for Kuttenberg with an empty coach.
Okay,
3 lads boarded in Bohonovitz.
Sure.
When he arrived in Boyisht, one of the boys got out, and a washerwoman took his place.
Okay.
In Hoshan, the washerwoman went on her way, and a peddler and his daughter boarded. In
Okay.
Shitoke, the remaining lads alighted and took the peddler's daughter with them. And straight away, 2 fishermen got in.
Okay.
And on reaching Kuttenberg that evening, they invited the coachman to the bathhouse and got pig drunk. And now you tell me, what was the coachman's name?
Jaromir, right?
Jaromir.
That's right. There's no fooling you. You've won the bet.
Wait, that was
And
it?
I'll be sure to remember you have a shot.
I mean, okay, sure, alright.
I was just lucky, that's all.
That was not
But
even a
before
riddle,
I
that was
do,
just memory.
I'll ask you again. What would you prefer? Some extra coin? Or another story from my travels?
You know what? I'll take the story. Tell me the story.
I'm all ears.
All ears, you say? This is tough. So much to choose from. You know what herbs are used to brew up medicinal concoctions?
Yeah,
A
Henry's pretty
herbalist
good at that right now.
once showed me. Gather some marigolds and nettles. Boil the nettles, but just crush the marigold and add it at the end. Marigold broth, she called
Is
it.
that not just the
Well, I
most
already
basic
know how to
marigold
make that.
concoction? Yeah.
Well, that's a pity. It's the only
That's the first
she
concoction you
taught
can
me.
make. What are you
She
Okay.
said it would be enough.
That was not helpful.
But that's not to say you learned nothing, is it?
You probably just gave me
Travel
some
safe,
alchemy
and
experience.
perhaps our paths will cross again sometime.
I'm sure it will, even though I
Well, good
wish it
stuff.
didn't. Alright, see ya. At least I got my money back. Alright, let's pick up the quest and then buy a bed for the night. Who am I talking to? Refugee, townsman...
Right, Dad. I ain't seen you here before.
Gietoslav.
Reckon you could help me?
Yeah, I can do that.
I'll be with you.
Oh, what the... Was there something you wanted? Why are you on the table?
Was there something you wanted?
Maybe. Maybe not. We'll see. What's your name, pal?
I'm not your pal, buddy.
Gietoslav. Pleased to meet you. Well, Henry, you can't read and write by any chance?
I can
Fine.
indeed.
I can.
Brilliant. You're just the man I've been waiting for.
Okay, well, what do you need?
Really? What do you need?
Someone trustworthy who could help me write this business letter.
Why did you have to
were just
pause
waiting
before
in
saying
case
that?
one happened to walk past. Isn't there a scribe in Kuttenberg?
Of course there is. It's just that I don't trust the bugger.
You're gonna
And
trust
his
this random
assistant,
stranger instead?
Even worse. While you strike me as a trustworthy fella. What's
If you
more,
say so.
I can tell at first glance you ain't local, so my trade secrets are of no use to you.
So, you want me to write a letter for you and keep it hush
Why do I get the feeling it's
I
gonna be
couldn't
like
have put it
blackmail or
better
something?
myself.
Okay, what kind of letter is it?
What kind of letter is it, exactly?
Like I said, it's an important business letter. There's some matter I need to settle with this Kuttenberg burger.
Are you offering him something?
Aye. You could say that, actually.
Yeah, okay, it sounds like
It's kind of
blackmail.
like a business offer.
Like a protection racket or something. What do I get out of
What
this?
do I get for writing it?
A whole heap of coin, pal. It's really important for me. I don't mind giving you a groschen for every word.
Okay, we'll see.
How long will the letter be?
Very long. There's a lot I need to say.
Alright, I'll help you out for now.
Alright. I'm certain we can work something out.
Brilliant. But before we get started, could you take a look at this? Just to test you.
What's this supposed to be?
I was given this here parchment by one wandering student. He said it's a love poem.
How many miles you've wandered at such a grueling pace? Rest your feet, dear maiden. Sit here upon my face.
Okay,
That
well,
sounds more
not
like
not the
Lordy
most
Burgess than a
romantic,
love letter.
but that's fine.
Is that what it says? Bugger. You know what? You can keep it.
Thanks, I
But it's
guess.
clear you can read, so let's get down to work.
You know, I was actually hoping to get some sleep first before we do this. Where are we gonna write it?
Where
Why
are we
not
gonna
here?
Write the letter. I can see neither parchment nor an inkwell here.
Oh no, we can't write it here.
Okay, apparently not.
Too many curious ears round here.
Well then,
You have to go to Kuttenberg, in the northern part of town, known as the Miners' District. I have my office.
Seems
Enter
legit.
the city by that gate, Keep going straight until you pass the town hall. Keep the markets on your right. Go as far as the city wall, and there it is. The building may look a bit run down from outside, but don't worry about that. Go in, and my business partners will be waiting for you.
You know, the way you're phrasing that makes it sound like I'm about to get jumped. Your quote-unquote business partners, huh? Trying to rob some learned folks?
Hold on. You're not coming with me?
I'm afraid I've got things to be doing. But don't worry. My partners know what to do, and they'll pay you.
Seems legit.
Can't you tell me anything more about the letter?
Nothing to tell. Like I said, I'm in a wrangle with this rich burgher, and I need to get him to come to the table. And what better way than a nicely written letter?
Right.
So I go to
So you have to think I'm stupid to fall for this, right?
District, I find your office. Well, they'll dictate the letter to me and pay me.
That's right. There's one more thing, though.
Oh, yeah? What's
Tell them
that?
to in the office that justice is worth more than silver, so they know it's me what sent you.
You have a password? Why?
You know, when coin's at stake, you can't trust anyone. But that's enough chit-chat. Off you go. Don't keep them waiting. And welcome to the world of Kuttenberg businessmen.
Right.
I'll be with
So
you, good
either I'm going to show up and he's trying to blackmail someone, or I'm going to show up and he's got thugs ready to beat me up, or I'm going to show up in this guy's place and there was a businessman who hired thugs to beat him up, and I'm there to take the to take the blows. Okay, well, that's interesting, but I'm definitely going to have to sleep for the night before we actually go in on that. Where is the innkeep? Is it you? I think it is you. Hi.
Wie geht's, mein Herr?
I have no idea what you just said.
What's new around here?
Nothing. Right, you're the lady who doesn't want to talk to
sorry.
me. Yes, move aside, please, so I can sleep. I know you weren't.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Has anyone seen my bed? Apparently it's over on this side. Perfect. Here's hoping I don't get kicked out of bed for quote-unquote intruding. There's a decent chance it may happen. I think the bug might still be here. Unless there was a patch I missed. Nope.
You won't come here making trouble, fella.
I paid for this place.
I apologize, my friend. Will you forgive me? I'll pay you back in the future.
All right.
I don't
No
deserve
doubt
these
it'll come
reputation
in
hits,
handy
by the
one
way.
day to be in your good books. So run along, but don't try anything like that again.
Anything like what? Sleeping in a
Ow,
bed I paid
let
for?
go.
Yeah, okay. Sure, alright. Seems legit.
Ow! Let's go.
Yes, yes, don't you worry. So, I mean, I am at maximum, energy now anyway, so I might as well just ride off back to Kuttenberg, and then... I don't know, do you think they'll be open at this time of night? Go to the house in Kuttenberg to write a letter. Why does this look like the same house wherein I was jumped by Samuel's buddies when I was looking for John of Liechtenstein? It looks like the same house. Funny. You know, the funniest part of that is I never actually set foot in that house. They ambushed me outside and then they brought me over to John. I didn't actually go in. So there's a decent chance that these guys are up and about, right? Yeah, so I've heard. Well, I'm gonna go show up in full armor. They're not exactly gonna be able to fight me, because I'll just straight up kill all of them. If they decide to jump me, so... This seems to be the house. I'm sure I'm gonna be expected to go up to the second floor. Okay. So this is always the house of shady dealings, is what you're telling me. Okay, I'm here. I'm ready to get attacked. Salutations. Oh. Okay, I thought the door was still open. Was still closed. My bad. Hello. It is very dark. Incredibly dark.
Who are you? And what are you doing here, lad?
I'm Henry. I'm supposed to help you write a letter?
Oh, right. Kwiatoslav sent you, didn't he?
He did.
And there's something you're supposed to tell us now.
Yes, there is something I'm supposed to tell you. Justice is worth more than silver.
Justice is worth more than silver?
Great. You know the password. Let's get down to it right away, shall we?
So why all the secrecy?
First, tell me why there's all this secrecy around this letter. And why are we meeting here? It doesn't look like an office.
Well, that's the way it's done in Kuttenberg. There's a lot of coin at stake, so we take precautions.
Seems
and
legit.
secrets that everyone knows are no secrets.
But you don't mind getting a complete stranger to write the letter?
Of course we mind, but what choice do we have? If Kviatoslav sent you, we'll take the risk.
All right, well, that's right.
All right, let's get to it.
Right, a nice, polite beginning. Greetings, Master Markhold. I hope you are in good health and good spirits, and likewise your wife.
Never mind his old woman. Is he even married? A prick like that would bully a woman to death. Write this. You fucking arsehole. Release them and pay up, or we'll fuck you up.
Release
We
who?
can't be so
What is
brutal.
this?
We have to be more polite.
I think polite is better.
Markhold is a merchant. He's all about coin. We need to, sell it to him.
He ain't no merchant. He's a murderer. Or do you think Thomas went off to see the world in his old age? He got rid of him when we started getting suspicious.
It's possible
So,
it's just a
Thomas was a bastard
coincidence.
anyway.
I'm just saying we have to stick
Or a
it to
miscommunication.
Markov brutally, so he doesn't think we're afraid of him.
Bollocks. If we do that, he'll think there's no talking to us. We have to do it with a silver tongue.
Suit yourself. For all I care, you can just draw the fucking thing. It'll be shit anyway.
Well, do it like I said. So, dear Master Markhold, I hope this letter finds you in good spirits.
Who is this Markhold? Yeah, who is he?
Markhold? I don't know him.
And you don't need to. He's a rich bastard. His house is close by, just beyond the town hall. Tailor's shops on either side of it.
Well, it occurred to me it might help me to write the letter.
True.
He
Some
is
context
an
is always
important
helpful.
man and dangerous and crafty, and that's all you need to know.
Okay. Well, I'll make it sound more refined.
I'll make it sound a bit more refined.
I've got 28 scholarship. That seems pretty good.
Greetings. I trust that this correspondence will find you in good health.
It doesn't look like these guys will be able to pay me, by the way. Look at their gear, okay? They're wearing rags. At best.
Done. Next.
We are writing to you about a serious matter concerning our deal.
That you fucked us over on, you cheating scum.
Would you please let me compose this letter?
Yeah, maybe this guy should stand
All right,
outside.
All right, forget I spoke.
Now, where was I? I am writing to you in regards to a serious matter concerning our deal, which did not exactly go well.
That's underselling it, I guess. We will improve it. Absolutely. I like that one of the options is literally just to draw it.
We are
That would be kind of funny,
writing
too.
to you in good faith that we can resolve this misunderstanding, which was surely unintentional.
Okay, not bad, not
What's
bad.
next?
Right. What was it I wanted?
I don't know, you tell
Get
me.
to the point.
Why don't you get to the door and fuck
Yeah,
off?
exactly. Literally, just
If
stand
you keep
outside.
sticking your nose in, we'll
Stand
never
in the
get it
hall,
written.
kid.
We'll never get it written if you don't get to the point. But suit yourself. I'll shut up.
So, it didn't end up well. We would like, like this. We expect from you some remedy that will lead to improving things for both sides. If you refuse, it will lead to some deep shit, misfortune.
Okay, slightly threatening. What did he do to you? What did you say about releasing someone? Is someone being held captive?
What did that fella actually do to you?
You'll find out. Sometime, maybe.
Right, and it'll all become
That's not
clear.
helpful. I need
All right.
context.
I'm writing.
Alright, we'll improve it.
We ask you to rectify the situation to the satisfaction of both sides in this dispute. Your refusal, on the contrary, would result in your own downfall. Written. Next.
What now?
All right. Write this. Let our mates go free. Otherwise,
Okay, so they are
you go
holding
to the
people
powers
captive.
That be, and they'll kick your arse for you, or your backside, or something polite.
Finally.
Alright, so you'll go to the authorities.
The powers that be. Have you got some dirt on him? What the hell did the fella do?
That's none of your concern. The less you know, the better.
I'm gonna need
Come
context,
on.
you know.
I'm helping.
Again, I keep saying that, but I'm like, I'm not just
I
gonna
deserve
write a
honesty.
blackmail letter without any,
Don't I?
without
You
knowing
do,
what it's
and that's
about.
why I'm being honest with you. The less you know, the better.
If you decide to attack me out of the over this would be very ill-advised.
Free our captive brothers. Otherwise, we shall report your dishonesty to King Sigismund, and he shall see to your prompt punishment. Ah! Carry on.
Aye. Once they return to us safe and sound, we'll clear off and you'll never see us again.
Okay,
And
that
your
doesn't sound
secret
that
will be
bad.
Safe.
You don't really believe he'll let us go just like that?
Who knows?
Why not? If we disappear, he'll be out of danger. Him and his silver.
He'll be safe as long as he kills us.
Is he stealing silver?
Shut up, you idiot.
You shut up, you fool.
So what was that about silver?
What was that about silver?
Nothing.
Don't give me that. I heard you.
All right, tell him. It don't matter now anyway.
Us and Markle made a deal. We
Yep.
stole silver for
Yep,
him.
this is all bad.
He took it out of the region and flocked it and gave us a cut.
Except he never actually paid us, the bastard.
So we started to set aside a bit of everything we nicked. Selling raw silver here in the city ain't exactly safe.
Yeah, it's not
But you
safe.
can manage
It
if
is
you do
punishable
it
by
little
death
by
for
little.
all involved.
Except that fucker Marco got wind of it, took our mates captive, and won't let them go till we give it all back to him.
You didn't have to tell him that. What if he shits himself?
Right? Because
in
technically
Thomas?
now if I
Don't
write this
worry,
letter,
he's a good lad.
I'm
He'll
involved.
help
And
us
I'll
and
get
he'll be
hanged
rewarded.
or cut
Is
my
that
head
right?
cut off just like you. I'll help you because I'm undermining Sigismund and also I'm the protagonist in an MMO. In an RPG. So nothing bad will really happen to me. So it's fine, I'll do it.
Of course you're right. I'm in with you. Silver is lovely. What do you want me to write then?
As soon as our mates come back safe and sound, we'll clear off and you'll never see us again.
Alright.
Once our brothers have returned to us safe and sound, we shall vanish from these parts, and you shall never hear from us again.
Very good.
Done.
Maybe some polite parting.
Like, go fuck yourself, shitbag.
I don't think
Can't
that
put
will
that
be
in the
a
letter,
nice tone.
That's definitely not done. We'll do it politely. Yours trustingly in your wise decision, the Mining Brotherhood.
Alright, improving it.
With regards and trust in your wisdom, yours, the trustworthy men of the honest brotherhood of miners.
Now you're gonna want me to deliver it, aren't you? I know how
How's
this
that?
works.
The letter is finished.
Great. Give it to me so I can seal it and have it delivered. We are grateful for your help.
Well, you're
Yeah.
welcome.
And we're sorry for what
Oh,
we
you're
have to
gonna
do
try to
now.
kill me.
Can't we just leave it be?
He knows too much. What if he goes to the bailiff?
Oh, it'd be no good to him anyway. Does he know about our camp on Sukov Hill?
Now I do.
Kurva. I shouldn't have said that.
You must be the biggest idiot in the region. There's no way we can let him go now.
Do you really want to
Fuck.
challenge me?
Yeah, sorry, lad.
Really?
You're out of luck, I'm sad to say.
Do you look at me? Okay? Do you see what I am wearing? You are in rags. You think you can take me on? Should I threaten them? I'll be nice. Oh, I'll be nice.
Look, that really isn't necessary. We can still help each other out, can't we?
How is that?
Someone still has to deliver the letter, eh? And the two of you can't, because he'll seize you right away.
So what? We can just grab anyone off the road and they'll deliver it for us.
Well, maybe. But how can you be sure they won't just throw it in a ditch or give it to someone else?
Why would they?
Who knows? But that's not the point. What I mean is, I'm the best man for the job you've got.
Maybe. And what do you get out of it?
Well, I get to keep my head on my shoulders.
I'm not worried about that. I would just prefer not to,
Maybe.
not to throw
You
your
believe
body
it?
parts around in this
Why not?
little room.
Silver has a way of shutting mouths.
Sometimes forever, if you're not careful. All right then, we can do it your way.
Agreed. Take the letter and deliver it to Master Marcold of Loney. He lives in a big stone house on the lower marketplace.
Got it.
Next door to a tailor's. Got that?
Just make sure you don't tell him anything. Some miner gave you some coin to deliver a letter, and you did it, because you're a decent fella.
You don't have to wait for a reply, but watch how he reacts to the letter. If it goes well, and Marcold lets our mates go with them to Sukov.
I don't know where
There'll be
Sukov
a nice
is.
pile of silver waiting there for you. Don't you worry.
But if you betray us, there'll be a nice sharp blade waiting for you instead.
Oh, I'm
And
so
if we see you going to the
scared.
bailiff instead of Marcold's place, you're a dead man.
All right, all right. I'll hand it over. Keep my mouth shut. Mum's a word. Don't worry.
All right. Well, I'm glad I didn't have to murder them. Yeah, I'll go to the shaft owner. I don't particularly care. Where does he live? Right over there. Oh, that's the bailiff. Okay. I could just wander over here, and then it'll be nearing daytime anyway. I'm heading over to B. That's over here. I can... Oh, wait. Wow, it's so late. I didn't realize it was this late. Okay, I guess I'll just stand awkward...
Have you done something I should know about?
No.
I'm not doing anything. You're doing a great job keeping
I was gonna say, I guess I'll just stand awkwardly outside their house until, until they wake up in the morning. I suppose there's that going for us. Next to a tailor's, you say? I guess I'm headed in the right direction. He's upstairs, but obviously he's not gonna be awake yet, so... Again, I guess I'm just gonna stand here, menacingly, outside his house until 9 AM, after which I have to assume he's gonna be up. I have to hope that he's going to be up. And we'll see how he feels about the letter. Can't be any worse than the last time we delivered a message, right? What do you mean who goes there? I'm allowed in.
Just stroll around here without so much as a...
Let me talk to you.
Stop right there. This is the house of Marcold of Loney. What do you want, fellow?
I was given a letter to deliver to your master.
A letter. All right, go on, but make it quick.
Alright, thank you. I'm allowed here now, all of a sudden. Where is this man? Just chilling in here? Salutations, my good sir.
Servus, guter Mann.
That's an interesting
What can
hood
I
you've
do
got.
for you?
I'm looking for
I'm looking
Marcold.
for Master Marcold.
Das bin ich. What do you want? Spit it out. I have no time to waste.
Well, someone gave me this letter.
Some fella gave me this letter and said I should give it to you.
Was? What fella? What did he look like?
Heads,
Oh, that's
arms,
super helpful.
two
Yep.
legs.
Had a
Looked
nose,
like a
you know.
miner.
Give me the letter.
A nose, a mouth, 2 eyes.
What? None of them could have written this. It's almost like an Einladung to a royal banquet. How did you get hold of this letter?
Some bloke just shoved it in my hand along with a few groschen. He said you're expecting it.
Strange, but whatever.
Well, it's
The main
true,
thing
because
is,
I did write it
what
in
to
such a
do
way that
about
it's obvious the miners
Were
didn't do
you
it
told
themselves.
to wait for a reply?
No. They said they'd know straight away if you'll listen to them or not.
Wirklich? If that is how it is, I should listen, no? And fast.
What should I do then?
You? Right.
Was he being truthful when he said he should listen?
Here's a few groschen and you can run along.
I don't
By the
know.
way, do you know where Hlowshed's gate is?
No, I don't
Somewhere
actually.
in the north of the city, isn't it? The vineyard's just beyond it.
Ausgezeichnet. Soon, a couple of miners...
Oh,
will
so he is
turn
going to
up
let them go. That's
nearby,
good.
Looking like they haven't seen daylight for God knows how long. Something tells me they'll be pleased if you tell them you brought me the letter.
Okay, so you are gonna listen. That's nice. Is it because I wrote it in such a nice way? That's cool. I guess if it was a crappy letter, he probably would have been like, the hell is this? And then, like, thrown it out or something. Alright, that works for me. Unless he returns them to me in pieces. That would be less good. That's also a possibility, yes. You talking to me or my dog? Alright. Should be a couple of miners popping up, I'm told. Hello? Hello? Anyone seen any miners around here? You're not a miner. I'm kind of expecting them just to spawn in. I'm apparently in the right place. Am I supposed to wait an hour or something? Oh! What the? Okay, let's pretend I didn't see that. I kind of want to wait an hour. Maybe they'll just appear.
You're always welcome here, noble sir.
Oh, thank you. Alright, let me wait. Any miners? Have I been played for a fool? Ah, there they are.
You must be Kviatoslav and Myslibor's mates, eh? You're free at last. I reckon you know where to go now, right?
Well, we do. But who the hell are you?
A messenger, and a good Christian. I brought the message that secured your freedom.
Really? I owe you one then, pal.
Well, you're
Contact
welcome.
me later. Now we should all vanish quick, before Markhold changes his mind about letting you go.
You're right. Are you going with us?
I might as well. Yeah, let's go.
Sure. I'll go right along with you. I was promised something anyway.
I honestly don't even
I'd
want
say
the
you've
silver.
earned it. I was beginning to think we were done for.
Yeah, I honestly don't even
Let's go
want
then.
the silver. I just wanted to free some miners. That's literally it. Where are we? Is this some bandit camp in the middle of nowhere? Well, it's a camp, but it's not necessarily a bandit camp. Raniak. Oh, yep. Sorry, I guess. Milslabor. Ah, it's you two. I see.
Right.
Yeah, that was
Job
pretty
done.
easy.
Let it
Unless we
deliver.
were followed. He might be sending mercs our way. That's
I'm
possible.
surprised. That fucker's a sneaky bastard who'd seize Jesus Christ himself. If he
Yeah, it's
thought
possible
he'd
he
have some
tailed
gun.
us.
Well, I'd never have thought it of him. He just sat there smiling.
Smiling. Christ, laddie. That sent shivers down my spine.
Yeah,
Just
we're
when I
definitely
thought
about to
we
get
were
jumped.
in the
I can
clear.
smell it coming.
Ah, come on.
Yep.
What are you afraid of? After all.
What was that?
Here we go. I'm gonna have to kill a man.
Ausgezeichnet.
Oh,
I
it's
found
you.
at last. For a while I was afraid you'd escape.
Fuck. How did you find us, you bastard? Did you double-cross us, lad?
What?
Okay, so
No,
now
this is
you
my
just
fault.
revealed that I'm involved in this
Nobody
now
had
too.
to double-cross anyone. I just had to have you secretly followed.
Well, that was obvious.
What?
Naya, what else could I do? That letter made it clear to me you won't stop causing trouble.
So what now? Have you come to kill us all?
You're all long dead anyway, meine Brüder. You
Yeah, he
just
can't
don't
he can't
know it
risk
yet.
the secret going out. Well, even if I say I have nothing to do with this, that just saves my skin. It doesn't save the miners. I have to defend the fighters. Sorry, I have to defend the miners. Because if I say this, maybe they'll all fight me and then everyone will die.
Now, kindly shut your mouth, Markhold. You're giving me a headache.
You won't have a head to ache soon.
Uh-huh.
At them!
Yeah, okay, come at me then. I'm gonna try to defend the innocent. Nope. Nope. Dead. Uh-huh. How are you also alive? Okay. Get out of here. Ow. Get out of here. Okay. Dead. Did everyone survive? I think everyone survived. Good. And now I can just loot the bodies. Look at that. Easy enough. Well, you know, you could have gotten out of this alive. Could have. But you chose poorly. Okay, well, thank you for all the free gear. Unfortunately, none of this would be considered an upgrade for me, so... Letter from Markhold, I might as well pick that up again. You could have just let live. Lived and let live. Yes. But that's alright. Am I bleeding right now? I am not, but I'm overladen. That's okay. There's nothing here that's really worth my time, as far as value goes, so... What about his bodyguard? I guess one of these were the guy who stopped me. Cool. And, of course, none of this is going to be an actual upgrade for me. I'm already wearing a Milanese cuirass. Wait a minute. Was I not wearing gauntlets? Huh? Oh, okay. I guess I just didn't have that equipped for some reason. That's strange. And then I just randomly have, like, ladies' clothes and stuff, which I do not need. I'm more than happy to toss those. I'll take your knight's... No, I don't even need that. That's garbage. Alright, well. I guess a quick repair, and then I'll just talk to the miners again. Easy enough. Look at all these dueling longswords I just have on me. I just realized I still had the axe equipped. No, I wanted my hammer. What happened to my hammer? Thank you. And... Armorer's kit, sure. Yeah, I haven't actually needed to upgrade anything in a long while, it feels. Okay. Where are you all? Just chilling in the house? No, but... Oh, okay, I'm not allowed in that area. Got it. Let me talk to you, sir.
Whew. That was a close shave.
Not really.
Damned right it was. That bastard, he followed us to the camp. Here, lad, your reward. You deserve it.
Thank you. That's fine, I don't need more.
Oh, thanks. And next time, find someone else to write your letters.
Okay, well that was fairly straightforward. Not too bad at all. Okay. Level 29. Beautiful. Alright, so that's that for this quest. Now, realistically, the only thing left to do is to continue the main story. And we're relatively close to that section right now. I guess I might as well go and talk to this guy, see what he has to say. Christian of Pisek, right? Yeah, so we can just ride off into the, I was going to say into the distance, you know. Right off, just southwest from here, whenever my horse decides to join me. Let's go, let's go. Oh, never mind. I was gonna rush out of town, and I realized, oh, I'm still in town limits. Although it does look like I can gallop if I do the the standing still into gallop ability. I don't remember what they call it, but the head start ability, more or less, actually lets me sprint, so that's nice. Oh, you're in here. Oh, that's what this fort is all about. Okay, sure. Hello, hello. I'm allowed in, totally. Foreman Fett and Christian of Pisek. Django, Boba. Must be Boba based on the colors. Alright. Oh.
You'll be watching it from now on, alright? Or I'll have to find another Fett.
You can't just sack me, steward.
There are lots of other Fets, don't worry about it.
But I can make sure he knows how you run the place. That's the 5th yucca who got scrushed in here.
Scrushed, huh?
Be quiet. And now clear off. You can't just walk around the mine.
Good day.
Can I talk to anyone? Let me talk to you, Christian.
You're a Christian of Pisek?
I am. What do you need?
Kunzlin Ruthard sent me. About Via Argentum.
I see. But I'm afraid I don't have good news for Sir Kunzling. I haven't made much progress regarding the matter we discussed. I just don't have the time to investigate. I'm always needed somewhere, and there's always someone following me around.
Have you learned anything yet?
Have you found out anything at all?
Just rumors. And those are useless. What's your name?
Henry.
All right. Listen up, Henry. Nobody can know I'm looking into it. It's a very dangerous game.
Oh, I quite agree.
Sir Kunzling trusts you. You could help me in my investigation.
Well, that's actually why I'm here.
Excellent. Excellent. You don't happen to come from a family of miners or smelters?
I come from a, yeah, my father was a blacksmith. I know about mining from Skalitz. Yeah, I come from a mining town.
Well, I'm from Skalitz, so I know a little bit about mining.
My word. You didn't work in the mines, did you?
I didn't.
I visited the mine once, but not to dig.
So I expect you don't know much. Well, no matter. I'll be happy to tell you everything you need to know. Now, follow me, please. We need to talk somewhere in private.
Sounds good. I get the feeling you might not survive our adventure together. Just a hunch. Where exactly are we going?
Just wait a bit longer, alright?
Alright. I know I'm impatient. Are we going to go into that one there, where there's a guard stationed outside, so we make sure no one's following us? Nope. Okay. I'm just following you, sir. Impatiently following you, but following you. Any second now. This is private? Okay, apparently this is private, even though anyone could stand around a corner and hear us. Sure.
Where should I start looking?
Straight to the point. I like that. We know for a fact the silver must be getting lost somewhere on its way to the mint. That means it would be best to discreetly inspect all operations and find out where the problem is. First of all, you should ask miners from every shift how many corves they mine in a day.
That's a lot of people to ask.
We'll compare the numbers to the mine record books and see.
But the yields aren't the same every day, right?
True. That's why we have to focus on one particular day. For example, the other day, on the Feast of St. Petronilla, Foreman Fett was beaming and bragging to me about how much it helped. I mean, mined out.
Sure. So the Feast of St. Petronilla?
So I'm supposed to ask about the Feast of St. Petronilla?
It was just a few days ago. I reckon it'll be fresh in their memory. Nevertheless, the miners are a strange bunch. They might not be very forthcoming at first.
I'm sure I can
They have
win
an
them
odd way of
over.
Speaking, like calling each other Sonny, however old they are. But you'll hear for yourself.
I'm sure I
You should
will.
Pretend to be really interested in them, and maybe they'll open up to you. You could be a scholar writing a treatise on silver mining, or perhaps a nobleman interested in buying a mine.
I can play
Or
both.
Just say I'm your distant uncle who's initiating you into the ins and outs of my job. It's up to you.
Okay, sure. I'll be an inquisitive scholar.
I reckon I could pose as a curious scholar.
Suit yourself. Just don't change your story so you don't arouse suspicion.
Noted.
But to the point, each day 3 shifts work in the shaft. Each has its foreman, or gaffer, as they say. The first shift is led by Frank, the second by Paul, and the third by Samko. You'll have to ask each one of them how many corves they mined. Samko's hewers should be off work now. You'll find the other 2 shifts in the mine.
So I
Take
just need to
this,
talk to the
and the guards will let
supervisors?
you in. It's a letter of safe conduct bearing my seal.
Oh, that's nice.
Allowing you free movement within the mine.
And what are you going to do?
I'll return to the estate to do my job. What else?
Yeah, because then they're going
I
to be
reckon
curious.
they'll
They're going to be
wondering where I am by
suspicious
now.
if he's just,
Once you
you know,
find out
off
how
doing
many
whatever.
corves the 3 shifts mined on the Feast of St. Petronilla, return to me. We'll compare that number to the entry in the mine book. And don't forget, don't draw attention.
Got it. Questions about mining. Oh, there's a lot. About silver. Oh my goodness. Who owns the silver?
Who owns the silver that's mined?
Sigismund,
All
presumably.
the silver in the Kingdom of Bohemia
Yeah.
belongs to the king, whether it's above ground or still below.
Or whoever the
Though
king
I'm sure
is,
you
yes.
understand, the king has a lot on his mind, and he can't be expected to worry about mining, so he leases out the mining rights to his tenants. It's called the Burgergal. There's a lot of money in it.
Of course
The
there
tenants
is.
have to pay the king, and the king also receives a share of the pure silver from the smelting works. That's the royal tithe.
Okay. What is the path of silver?
What is this path of silver, anyway?
It's the whole process, from digging the silver ore out of the ground and processing it, to minting silver coins. Silver is found in ore veins underground. The pitmen mine it and get it to the surface. The chief foreman of a gallery counts the corves, and the assayer estimates the purchase price of the ore for the smelter. The raw ore goes to the smelter, where it's crushed in a stamp mill before it can be purified by roasting. Roasted ore goes to the furnaces.
This is a lot of
where it's
information
smelted
that's
into
not directly
raw and then
relevant, but
pure
sure.
silver.
It's interesting, though.
Silver is then cast into rods, about as thick as your little finger.
Okay. Can any silver get lost?
Can any silver get lost?
It can.
I guess in
And
the
unfortunately,
in the
it does
forging
It may be a
process.
capital offence, but even that won't deter everyone. Most often, a pitman tries to smuggle pieces of ore under his clothes. It doesn't end well.
Not
Nevertheless,
surprising.
the entire path of the silver, from the ore beneath the ground to minted coins, is closely guarded. Every step is recorded in the books, so if someone is stealing large quantities, they must have it pretty damn well figured out.
True enough. Who checks the royal share?
Who checks the royal share?
The royal mint master and his subordinates are responsible for collecting the royal share. That also means me and the shaft foreman. That is why every step of the path of silver is monitored and recorded. Starting with how much ore is mined. The smelting works owners don't have to be monitored as closely, since they buy the ore from us. It's in their best interest to get the highest possible yield after deducting the royal share.
Okay, and who makes money from it?
Who makes money from all this?
The thing is, everyone does.
Of course.
Pitmen get paid for mining in the shaft. Mine operators get paid for raw ore. The smelters then smelt everything, sell the pure silver, and deduct the raw tithe. The silver rubs off on the hands of anyone who even touches it. But there's still enough left over for the king.
Of course. About the mines. What did we not just... I mean, I guess technically who owns the silver versus who owns the mines are different questions.
Who owns the mines?
The king grants mining
The
rights
Burger
to his loyal
Guard or whatever
subjects,
you said, right?
and these leaseholders can rent out their privileges to other people. All sorts of people operate mines in Kuchenberg. Nobility, rich burghers, even the monastery. In fact, anyone with enough money to pay for new shafts to be dug can share in the proceeds.
Okay, who's responsible for the mines?
Who's responsible for the mines?
The mines and the mint are supervised directly by the royal mint master, Ulrich Vervark von Neuhaus.
Who?
As the steward, I'm his direct subordinate. I oversee that everything runs smoothly on his behalf. Then come the chief foreman, then the other foreman, and finally the ordinary pitmen in the shafts. But I don't come in contact with them very often. We follow the path of silver until the moment an ore merchant buys the ore from us and takes it to a smelter.
Okay, and how much do the mines pay to the king?
How much do the mines pay to the king?
That depends on whether it's a royal mine or a mine in the hands of a mining guild, meaning the leaseholders.
I thought all mines were owned by the king.
That's right. But it's much more profitable for the king to grant mining rights to rich mine operators. They bear the cost of mining themselves and pay him a share. The king receives 1/3 of the profits from his own mines, but only 1/5 from the leaseholders. That's how he gets what's his from all the mining.
What about the other 2/3 of the profits from the king's mines?
Those go towards the costs, of course. For operations, wages, and shaft security.
Okay. Cool. About the smelting works. Who's responsible for the smelting works?
Who's responsible for the smelting works?
They have their own owners. They buy ore from us and smelt it into pure silver. Then, they deduct the royal tithe, and they can sell the rest. And not just silver. Processing the ore yields a variety of other materials that can be sold just as well.
Okay, and what happens in the smelting works?
What happens in the smelting works?
Each smelting shop has a stamp mill, a roasting pit, and a smelting furnace. The stamp mill is used to crush the ore into smaller pieces to make it easier to process. After that, the crushed ore is roasted in a roasting pit to remove most of the impurities. Finally, everything is smelted in a furnace to separate the pure silver from the slag.
And is it processed like steel?
So it's processed similarly to steel for smithing?
Yes. But in steelmaking, you don't have to weigh and record every step thrice.
Okay. In that case, what about the mint? How are groschen made? Well, you kind of know how it works, don't you?
The royal share from
when
the
you were
smelting
investigating
works
back in Sasau?
goes to the mint in the Italian court. There, the coiners hammer it out into silver sheets for cutting the coin blanks. Then, in the Italian court's preghouse, our minters cut out and punch new groschen.
And how many mints are there? Oh,
How many mints are
too
there
many,
in
I
total?
think.
Only the main one is left, the one in the Italian court. There used to be more of them throughout the kingdom. But King Wenceslas II united them all. It was he who contributed the most to the rise of the Prague groschen and the wealth of this region. And of course, his own wealth too.
Okay, sure. And now I guess I can follow up with, I know your brother Peter.
By the way, I've had the honour of meeting your brother, Peter.
Well, well. Small world.
He was a great help to us at Suchdol.
Even though we had some disagreements, I respect him for everything he succeeded in doing. If it weren't for him, I'd never have been able to do what I do.
Fair enough. Family connections, always how it goes. Alright, I've got a few people to interrogate today. Let's take a look. So, I guess I have to go into the mines in order to talk to these people? Enter the mine. Okay, I might as well do that. Or I can run over here because I don't have to enter this one. I guess they're all sleeping, but maybe I'm allowed to nag them while they're asleep? Wake up! Talk to me! Yes, that's right, you! Talk to me.
Foreman Frank?
What you looking for, Sonny? Can't you see we're Hewin?
No,
Sir
you look like you're
Christian of
sleeping.
Pisek sent me. I'm a student at the university in Prague. Henry. I'm writing a treatise on silver mining.
I didn't know you scribblers were interested in us ordinary yakkers, but you can't just amble around. You'll count your creels.
I just have a few questions.
Yes, please, answer me.
The less we gar. But make it snappy, man. What do you want to know, like?
What is the work of a miner about?
What is the work of a miner really about?
What's it about? Bugger all, kidder. No great shakes. We gans through the roads, Bella. Hewing off from rock in the dark and breathing in the stythe.
Sure. How do you mine ore?
How exactly do you mine ore?
Bloody hell. Have you never seen a yakka graft, kidder? You take a kevel and ding away at the rock till it crumbles. And if you keep ganning at it for a couple of years and don't croak from the stythe...
Why do they all talk like this? Are they like foreign nationals or what?
By the ceiling of the road you're hewing.
Let's not jump directly into that because that's very specific. How does the ore get up?
How do you get the ore outside?
Same way it's hewed, in the dart and in coves. On top of that, you spend a lot of the bloody time on all fours. Once you get out by with the corf, you get a tally, and you can get back in by.
Okay. How much do you make?
How much do you get for your work?
I'll tell you, man. Them deputies up at bank make a howfing pile of chink. But us buggers, the ones doing all the graft, we earn a pittance.
Yep, that has not changed.
Give me a more specific number.
Sometimes, not even half a grosh in a corf.
Oof.
That's near way to make a living, man.
How much did you mine on the Feast of St. Petronilla?
I wonder, how much do you mine in a day?
That depends on how much ore you howk out of this or that face. It varies.
How much did you mine, say, on the Feast of St. Petronilla?
Listen, kidder. Aren't you a bit too curious?
A bit, yes.
Why do you need to know that for? Them numbers won't be useful to nobody.
They're useful to me. I need it for my treatise. What do you want in return? Well, I think I can just speech my way through this.
I really need to know it for my work. My treatise won't be complete without it. Est rerum omnium magister usus. Experience is the best teacher. And you have that experience.
Aye, well, a clever head but a gawk-handed, eh? Alright, I'll tell you.
Nice, thank you.
Good gar on the Feast of St.
36.
Petronilla. Our yakkers hewed 36 corves.
Thanks.
Nah, thank ye. Now leave us to hew, Mara. We've got a lot of graft ahead of us.
You mean you have you have another nap to take, yes? Okay, well that's helpful. Can I wash off a bit? I'm quite bloody. Okay, well that's easy enough. If I can just speechcraft my way through all of this, it's not so bad at all.
Andy's always threatening to leave everything
Ormond
to the
Samco.
church if I don't go and see him. Aye.
Do I have anything that might boost my scholarship or speech? I guess not really. I don't really need it though, but the fact that I only have 26 is a little concerning. Talk to me.
Are you Foreman Samco?
Aye, I am.
Oh.
Who's asking?
Wooden
My name's
stake.
Henry. Stewart Christian sent me to you. I'm a student from Prague, and I'm writing a treatise on miners and mine operations.
Why should I care? Didn't you see we're off graft?
Sir Christian told me to ask about anything that interests me, and that you'll tell me.
Ah, Sonny, I'm so tired. I haven't even got the strength for gabbing.
I have potions. Oh.
Minus rules. Then I'll tell you everything. What'd you say?
How about we skip the dice game? I have no interest in dice.
You should obey Sir Christian and just tell me what I want to know. You don't want him coming to you when you're off work to tell you off.
That I don't, kidder. Ask away, then.
Perfect. What is the work of a miner about?
What is the work of a miner about?
Aye, that's a good question, Mara. Mostly about oaken. Any yakker will tell you that. But proper rest is even more important than graft. You're as weak as a midgie without it.
How do you rest?
So how do you rest?
Depends. Some have a kip. Some a swally. Some go whoring. As for me, I play dice.
Fair enough, you do what you like. How do you mine ore?
How do you mine ore?
Either we're on hard rock, and then no one's hewing shit. Or we're hewing something soft, and then it goes grand. Only then there's not much silver in the ore, and you've got to smelt the shit out of it.
Okay, how much do you make?
How much do you make doing this?
Don't even get me started. The chink's bad, and it's getting worse. Half a grosh and a cough is no.
How much did you mine on the Feast of St. Petronilla?
How many corves did you mine on, say, the Feast of St. Petronilla?
I can tell you exactly. All the yakkers were working, and we were getting along nicely. We managed to hulk
34, okay.
corves without skimping on hame time. First time in ages, that
So it was 36 and
That's all I
34.
need to know.
Nice. Thank you. And now I just need to nag the last guy who's actually in the mine. I totally have a missive that allows me in. You're not even going to check me. Very good. Okay. I like how I was able to talk to 2 of the foremen without actually going into a mine. And I guess I'm just going to follow along the path until I hear mining going on. Oh. Alright, well, that was easy. Foreman Frank, talk to me, sir. You don't look like you're doing too hot. Are you okay?
Find your own bed.
What do you mean, bed? Are you sleeping on the job? What was that all about? Excuse me? Foreman Frank, I need you to wake up. Without me punching you in the face. Yeah, these are all generic miners, so... What do you mean your own bed? Okay, let me talk to you. Oh, where can I find Foreman Paul?
Where can I find your foreman, Paul?
What are you doing here, kidder? Who let you in, be?
I've got a letter of safe conduct from Christian of Pisek. I'm a student from Prague. I'm trying to get to know the miner's life from up close and write a thesis.
Unless Paul is working with the other guy, because I don't see him in here.
Yeah, I'll be damned.
I just need to ask your foreman a few things.
Our gaffer's gone down there to pray.
Gone down to pray, okay.
Up for talking, but
why wouldn't he be in the mood for talking?
Why wouldn't he be in the mood for talking?
Young jaybird.
Oh, I heard about that.
Maras got scrussed the other day. He hadn't even had a full week on the graft, poor lad. It happened the day before the feast of St. Petronilla. You'll find Paul at the lowest level by the roof fall. He's praying for the salvation of his soul.
Fair enough.
You hear the wind howling in the attic down there. It can be heard as far as that cursed road. I hear it's haunted. Don't fret, but St. Barbara will look out for you.
Sounds good. Thank you. Alright, well, I don't really know where I'm supposed to go is the problem. Foreman Frank here is just having a very chill nap at the moment. You said I'm supposed to go down, didn't you? I thought this was already going down. Unless there's another path I missed. Oh, this could be it. Decent chance that this is it. Looking for a rock fall where the guy died. Definitely going... Oh, fall damage. Ow. Okay, that could have been worse. Just following the map. Hello? Foreman Paul? The last time I was in a mine like this, it was a bit of an interesting adventure. I don't think it'll be anywhere near as bad this time. Alright, let me talk to you.
Are you Foreman Paul?
Hey! You walk like a ghost, kidder. You gave me a bit of a fright there.
I'm sorry.
Hold on. I don't know ye. Who are you? And what are you doing so deep in the pit?
My name's Henry. Sir Christian sent me. I'm a student at the university in Prague, and I'm writing a thesis on the life and lot of miners. I hate to interrupt your prayers for a dead friend, but I need to ask you something.
He weren't just me marrow.
Oh no, that sucks.
I raised him from a nipper since my sister died.
I'm sorry to hear
He kept
that.
begging me to take him on a shift, saying he was as strong as a horse. Wouldn't have taken her like. And now, how can he forgive myself?
It wasn't your fault.
Come on, it wasn't your fault. Accidents happen. It's God's will.
I suppose you're right. Will you pray with me for his soul one last time?
Absolutely.
Aye. I'll pray with you.
You're a canny lad. Repeat after me. Almighty and merciful God, our Father, you are the giver of gold.
Why the choice of
silver,
music all of a sudden?
bronze, copper,
Almighty
tin,
and merciful
iron,
God,
and
our
all
Father,
ores and metals.
you are the giver
I
of
ask that you
gold,
bless me
silver,
brother who has died in this
bronze,
mine.
copper,
And may your
tin,
holy angels
iron,
save his soul from
and all
damnation.
How does Henry memorizing what he's saying?
Glory to our Lord, our Saviour and Redeemer, Jesus
May
Christ.
your holy angels save
Amen.
his soul from
The
damnation.
angel of the Lord declared
Bring
unto
his
Mary,
soul to
and
eternal
she
glory.
conceived the Holy
Through our
Spirit.
Lord,
Hail
our
Mary.
Saviour and Redeemer,
Mary said,
Jesus
Behold,
Christ.
I am the handmaid of the
Amen.
Lord. Be it done unto me.
Okay, we've done the
according to thy
thing.
word. Hail
Are
Mary.
you willing to talk to me
The Word was
now?
made flesh and dwelt in
Alright,
us.
let's talk.
So, are you going to answer me now?
Aye. Thanks for praying with me. Ask a boot out.
Alright, so, what is the work of a miner about?
What is the work of a miner about?
What it's about? It's about you in the face and hauling the ore to the bank in Coves. Over and over again. Proper graft, that. Can be real dodgy, mind. Might even D you in.
Are deaths in the mine common?
Deaths in the mine common.
Aye, but every death in the shaft is a waste. Whether it's in a crumple or black damp. Unfortunately, we still bury a yakker or two a month, you know. That's life, like.
Yeah. How's the ore mined?
How's the ore mined?
First, we have to survey the shaft and find ore. Then the place gets scored and set ablaze. We
Really?
set up timber around.
Interesting.
We just take their tools and start dinging rock and hewing ore. Nothing to it.
How much do you make?
How much do you make doing this?
Depends on how much we hawk. How hard the rock is, how much ore's in it. It's not really worth it, though. Half a grosh and a corf isn't much of a fight.
So
no, it
how
doesn't
many
sound like
cores
it.
did you mine, say?
Oh, he's just instantly asking it.
That weren't a good day.
Yeah, it was literally a day after his
But
nephew
even so,
died.
We managed to hawk 30 cores.
30.
That's all I need to know.
30, 34, 36. Okay. Thank you.
Careful.
By the way, you've been called Paul by everyone, but you are actually called Pavel, so I'm not quite sure what's the right name to call you. Alright, so we've just got to get the heck out of here again. I don't particularly feel the need to explore the mine. As little time spent in a mine, the better for me, I think. So let's get the hell out. Not that it makes me nervous, per se, but it's more along the lines of just, I don't think we're going to find much. Right? So. Alright, next question. Which direction do I go? I'm a little lost already. I think this is the right way. Perfect.
Excuse me.
Yes, you're excused. And then once we get back to this area, I think we go back this way? No. Okay, well clearly it's the other way then. Back over here. And hopefully I'll come across the sleeping man. Yes. And then this way out, I think. I'm pretty sure this is it. Alright, so that was easy enough. This is the part where I get jumped outside. But I have weapons, so I should be okay, in theory. I'm always expecting an ambush these days. Although I guess there is a guard here to prevent that from happening. Alright, sir. Let me come back and annoy you, Christian. I assume you're in the house? Am I allowed up here, or... Looking for stairs. Not stairs. Okay, maybe there's another stairwell on the exterior that I missed. Oh yeah, absolutely. Okay. Christian! You're an ore merchant, actually. You're not the guy I'm looking for.
You're the local ore merchant.
Yeah, I buy ore. And who are you?
My name is Henry, and I'm here by Sir Christian's permission. I study at the university in Prague.
Oh, I have to ask him too?
I'm
Sure, why
writing a
not?
thesis on silver mining.
Wirklich? Interesting. In any case, you are in the right place. The Horshan shafts are some of the most profitable in all of Kuttenberg.
Well, that's good to know. Thank you.
I am Hermann. If you have any Fragen, I am happy to answer them.
I kind of miss Executioner Herman, now that he brought up his name. I miss having buddies in KCD1. I mean, yes, once you were done their quest lines, they never talked to you again, but still, you know, I felt a special relationship with Herman because I did like 4 quests with the guy. Okay, what does an ore merchant do?
As an ore merchant, what do you do?
My job is to buy ore from the mines and resell it to the smelting works. Every day I count the amount of the ore mined and test its quality. That is why we are also called assayers. Depending on the quality, I then estimate the price at which I can sell the ore.
Okay, do you buy silver together with the stone?
Do you buy silver together with the stone?
I do. You can only get pure silver from the stone in the smelting works. That is why it is important to know how much of it is in the ore.
Okay, how do you estimate the price?
How do you estimate the price?
It takes skill and experience. I go through a few coves, get some samples, and bring them down here to assay them. Then I estimate the ratio of silver to the waste and set the price according to the average.
Okay, and is the price always the same?
And the price is always the same?
Nine.
No, there's variance to it, obviously.
The price of the coves is determined by the highest bidder. The smelter that can pay the most.
I assume the quality matters
too. The
too.
important thing is to keep an eye on costs, so we do not end up paying more for the ore than we get for the pure silver.
Makes sense. How many corves do you buy a day?
How many corves do you buy a day?
It varies. It depends on the rock that is being hewed. When you hew into hard rock, the yield is smaller than from soft rock, which crumbles with little effort, but there's little silver in it.
How many corves did you buy on the Feast of St. Petronilla?
How many corves did you buy lately? For example, on the Feast of St. Petronilla?
Sancta Petronilla? Weiß nicht. Entschuldigung. I do not remember. You can ask Christian, though. It is all in the books.
Fair enough, fair enough. Alright, thank you. Well, I mean, I'm still continuing with my cover story, so at least there's that. I guess he's in the next room over. Hello. I'm back with the information. Found out the number of corves.
I already know how many corves the crews extracted on the Feast of St. Petronilla. It was 100 altogether.
Oh, that's convenient.
I see. Meanwhile, I looked in the mine book. How many do you think it says there?
I don't know, 85? Less.
I'd guess it's less.
Then you'd be correct. The book lists 90 corves extracted.
Oh, 90.
That means 10 corves of ore disappear each day. But nobody could just come along and take them. We keep a close watch on everything. The unreported corves must be going out to smelting works with the rest of the ore. That means...
What does it mean?
That this is fraud of colossal proportions.
Yeah,
and that
the
Foreman
plot
Fett
thickens.
And Herman the ore merchant are in it up to their ears.
What about Vavak?
What about Vavak?
I still think the trail will lead us to him. But we know too little so far.
Yeah, of course.
You need to talk to Fett and Herman first.
Will
Being
do.
involved in the theft of silver is a capital crime. So it should be in their own interest to cooperate. Make sure to promise them no one will know about their crime. You can mention my name. When you've talked to them, come back to me and we'll figure out what to do next.
Okay, why not? Get Fett to cooperate, get Herman to cooperate. I can definitely do that. I haven't run into Fett yet. Oh, where's Herman? Where'd he go? Oh, where'd the man go? He was literally just here. Hello? Did you come down here for some reason? Yes, you did. Let me talk to you. We need to talk.
We need to talk, Herman.
Was ist denn los?
Sir Christian sent me. We found some discrepancies in the mine book.
Discrepancies?
How do you explain that the miner has extracted 100 corves of ore on the Feast of St. Petronilla, but the book only says 90?
If it says 90, there must have been 90. The book does not lie.
You're reporting false numbers.
Or someone is writing down false numbers and hiding 10 corves.
I do not write anything in the book myself.
No?
Foreman Fett counts the corves.
So it's
here.
Fett.
Go and talk to him instead.
Don't tell me you don't count them too.
True, true.
You wouldn't pay for more corves than there really were.
Do you have any idea how much ore passes through my hands? How am I supposed to remember how many there were ausgerechnet on the Fest of St. Petronilla? Besides, miners can lie and say they extracted more than they did. They like to show off.
That is
All
true.
3 crews agreed to report more. I seriously doubt that.
Also fair. Don't be afraid to tell the truth.
Look, you don't have to be afraid to tell the truth.
I can play nice.
Me and Sir Christian agreed to settle the matter quietly. We're not going to punish anyone.
I am innocent.
You're not acting innocent.
It was Fett's idea.
Okay,
he came
here
to
you
me
are.
saying we were going to deliver more corves to the smelters than we would report, and I would get paid for it. It was going well. I have always paid for what we put in the book. Then I got some geld from Fett on the side. On the Feast of St. Petronilla, I was afraid they would be able to tell the difference. 10 corves is 10 corves after all. Nobody at the smelting works cared at all. I am sure they are in on it.
It sounds like
too.
everyone's in on this, to be honest. How long has this been going on for?
How long has this been going on?
Several months. Maybe half a year. About since Sigismund arrived.
Is Vavak behind this?
Is Ulrich Vavak behind this?
The Mint Master? I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't think he would
I
know.
am
He's
a
not high
rare
enough in the
essay.
echelon.
I have never even met Vavak.
All right.
So Christian and I agreed to investigate the matter in secret. So just act like nothing's going on. Keep doing what you're doing. We don't want to scare off the people who are actually responsible. You understand?
Yeah, I understand. I will be as silent as the grave.
Okay, that works. That works. Now, where is Fett? I must speak. So you're the guy who thought up the big plan,
I don't
huh?
care for gossip.
Talk to me.
A word, Foreman.
Who are you? And what do you want?
I'm Henry. But that's not important. Sir Christian sent me. I need to discuss a delicate matter with you.
Don't tell me one of the yakkers shot all over the outhouse in the yard again.
Oh, they
It's a
did,
little
of
worse
course.
than that. We found some discrepancies in the mine book.
Let Sir Christian handle it then. They're his books, and his responsibility.
Well, about that.
But you're the one counting the corves of ore.
Your point being?
I'm accusing
I
you
learned
now.
that the miners extracted no less than 100 corves on the Feast of St. Petronilla, but the mine book says 90.
Do you think the yakkers know how to count? They're blockheads, and they like to show off. I'm sure they just exaggerated. Anyway, what's it to you? Did the steward send you to snoop around?
Yes,
Don't you
actually.
know? I work for Vavek.
Oh,
The
good. Now
master
he's being pulled
himself.
into this.
I'm under his
Wonderful. That's what I
protection.
wanted.
Aye, there's no point in denying it. Herman told me everything.
Bloody snitch.
You're just small fry.
But like him, you have nothing to be afraid of. You're small fry. It's obvious there's some bigger fish involved. And that's what interests me.
Alright, I'll tell you what I know.
Well, that was easy.
As soon as I was made head gaffer, Amara, who works at the smelting works in Grund, came to me. He said someone wanted to talk to me. One of them. So
Okay,
I met
one of
this
the
fella in
smelters. Got
tavern
it.
in Grund, and he told me how it all works. How to cook the books like.
Yeah,
He
that's
told
not a
me
good
the
thing.
trick was not to report some of the extracted ore and transport it secretly to the smelters along with the rest. He made it very clear if I didn't play along, I could have an accident. There
Okay,
was nothing
okay.
I could do.
Fair enough. Who was that fella?
Who was that fella from the smelter who came to you?
He never told me his name, even when I asked. He's a tall bloke, stocky, pockmarked. I don't scare easy, but this bloke was terrifying.
Okay, how long has this been going on?
How long has this been going on?
For some time now, definitely. I heard even former head gaffer Kircher was in on it too.
Where can I find him?
You can't ask Kircher any questions. He fell down a shaft.
Was it an
They said
accident?
He was drunk.
Yeah.
But I don't think it was an accident.
Oh, I meant when I said accident, it was in quotations. I meant, was it an accident where they got rid of him? Who gives you money?
Who pays you on the side? You have to pay the miners for what they actually extracted.
I get the extra chink from the smelting works. It's enough for the yakkers and for Herman.
Is Vavak behind this?
Do you think the Mint Master, Ulrich Vavak, is behind this?
I don't know. I've got naught bad to say about Vavak. He treats me canny whenever he shows up. He says if Christian gives us hassle, he'd sooner replace him than me. He really said that. The Mint Master himself.
Interesting.
Right. Just carry on as if nothing's happened. No one must find out we know about the fraud. Christian won't give you any trouble, nor will anyone else. Is that clear?
Clear as a bell, Mara. I'll be silent as the grave.
That's two people who have now used that phrase. There's a decent chance that you might all end up in a grave. Well, what did I find in the mines? Well, you know, I actually didn't set a single foot back in the mines, but sure. Talk to me. Talk to Fett and Herman.
I talked to Fett and Herman.
And? Did they confess?
Yes.
I did. I mean, I made them. It's just as we thought. The trail leads to the smelting works.
Did you tell them to keep quiet and act as if nothing's happening?
I did.
Let's see what we've got so far. Those 10 unreported corves leave for the smelting works from here. If silver's going missing, that's where it must be happening. You'll have to go and look around and talk to the owner, Buresh.
Okay.
I reckon that'll be tricky, though.
How so?
Buresh is a very cautious and clever man. I reckon he won't be happy to have someone snooping around his property. But he's the only one who can give you permission to walk round the smelting works.
I'm more
without the
than
guards bothering
capable of
Something
persuading
like
him.
your letter of safe conduct. How can I persuade him to give me
Or I
one?
can steal one,
Like
or
I
forge
said,
one, right?
It won't be easy. Nevertheless, I found a way you could gain his trust, at least a little. You'll pretend to be a nobleman interested in buying some smelting works, who'd like to get a closer look at his operation.
A nobleman this time, then.
Fun.
But
We're
be
putting
careful.
on a lot of roles.
Baresh won't be as easily fooled as the simple pitman here. You'll have to dress like a real nobleman.
Have you seen
That
how I'm
means
dressed?
No plate armor, or, God forbid, bloody rags. But listen, don't carry a weapon.
Don't carry a weapon,
Buresh
okay.
has a morbid fear of someone threatening him. That's why he has a bodyguard with him at all times. You must come
Understood.
to him dressed to the nines and act impeccably, so as not to arouse the slightest suspicion.
Got it.
In short, be charismatic.
I'm very
As
charismatic.
charismatic as you can manage.
I'm extremely charismatic.
What should I wear?
Like I said, some decent clothes. I reckon you can imagine what those look like.
Yep.
If you
I
don't
guess I'm gonna have to
anything of the
take off
sort,
the
visit a
male
tailor in
collar
town.
I've got.
I'm sure he can sell you something nice. If you're charismatic enough, Buresh is sure to believe your intentions are good.
I'm
And
extremely
make sure you wash
charismatic,
up
don't you
before
worry.
go.
Of
You
course.
can't go and see him looking like some dung-soiled peasant.
Naturally.
What else should I know about the smelting works before I go?
In the smelting works, ore from the mines is crushed, ground, and then smelted. They extract silver along with all sorts of other materials from it. Then they give part of the silver to the king for the minting of groschen and sell off the rest, along with the other materials, to craftsmen.
Okay, what should I know about Buresh?
What should I know about this Buresh before I talk to him?
He's the slyest fox of them all. He comes from somewhere in Moravia, and he moved to Kuttenberg a few years ago.
Got
He
it.
started to prosper soon after, and not even Sigismund's arrival stopped him. He quickly joined his side. Now he's doing better and better. But whether that means he's involved in something shady, who knows?
I guess we'll find out, won't we? I got it.
I got it. I'm ready to go.
Here, I've written you a letter of introduction to take with you and give to Buresh. I reckon he won't be thrilled, but he won't turn you down.
Sounds
Ask
good.
him discreetly, in passing, how many corves he took from our mines on the feast of Saint Petronella. If my guess is correct, it should be 90. It still doesn't prove anything, but at least it'll give us a clue.
Would
We
it?
could get something out of the workers. One of them is bound to know something.
Okay.
When you're in the smelting works, keep your eyes peeled. I'm sure something is going on there. Good luck, Henry.
Thank you. There's a lot going on with this one. Since we're being sent off to another location and to infiltrate and everything, I think we might actually do that next time. So I hope that you enjoyed what you saw here today and that you're doing well wherever you are. This has been Karst with Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, and next time I'm going to pose as a nobleman as we continue to investigate this missing silver. So have a great day, thank you for watching, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye now.